Story 1. When I was 13 years old, my friend Jake and I often explored the woods and mountains surrounding our town, and sometimes went on night hikes. One night we decided to visit some old ruins at the end of an old fire road. These ruins consisted of two buildings, a smaller brick building and a two-story brick building. As we approached the ruins on a full moon night, we noticed a fire and heard chanting inside. We had encountered people here before, but this time was different. We climbed up a slope to get a better look and saw about 8 people, some wearing creepy animal masks and others wearing ghostly white makeup. They were chanting and had a dead black cat in the middle surrounded by candles. With a queasy feeling, we retreated but soon heard footsteps approaching. We hid behind a rock and saw a man with a lantern. He noticed us and we froze. Finally we fled, and the man began to shout. We ran down a fire road and 4 people with flashlights chased us. We managed to escape into the woods and get to safety. We reported the incident to the police, but they didn't take it seriously. We decided never to hike in that area at night again. Story 2. When I was a freshman and still living with my mother, we decided to take our dogs for a walk in a wooded area that was only a few miles from our house. The nature preserve had a designated jogging path, but also had open areas, hills, tall grass, and trees where you could walk off the path to retreat. We preferred this because our dogs weren't as friendly to others. One summer day, my mother and I were enjoying the peaceful walk when we noticed another man with a large husky off the trail. We decided to keep our distance from him because of our dog's behavior. As we continued walking, we heard rustling sounds coming from the tall grass next to the path. We pulled in our dog leashes, and then one of our dogs growled. Suddenly, the man with the husky started yelling and pointing to the tall grass behind us. Startled, my mother and I turned to see 2 people in military fatigues running in the opposite direction toward the trees. They had tried to hide in the tall grass. We were grateful for the man's warning and quickly left the area, knowing that it was not safe for 2 women to be alone in that forest. We did not report the incident, but we did not return to that wooded area either. We could not help but wonder why these people were camouflaged in a public place. Story 3. I live in a rural area with fields and woods, so it's not hard to find a place to walk my dogs. However, about 2 years ago, I forgot to take them for a walk until it was dark. It was already 8:30 in the evening in October. I decided to take my big boxer dog and my Chihuahua Jack Russell mix for a walk. I'm a 5'7" girl with some muscles, so I felt safe. As we walked, it got darker and we relied on the lights of the surrounding houses. My boxer ran ahead into the tall grass while my smaller dog followed closely behind. Suddenly, my boxer stopped and growled. I saw a figure about 10 feet away and called my dog back. The figure was a woman who didn't respond to my apology for my dog's behavior. She just stared at us. My little dog started barking and my boxer started barking aggressively. The woman started laughing viciously, so I grabbed my little dog and ran away. My boxer followed close behind me. When we reached my driveway, I looked back, and the woman was still following us with a grotesque look. I ran into my house and locked the door. I never walked my dogs in the dark again.